In this lesson we're going to cover wall tiling. We're going to use walls, and to insert the walls we'll create another location. We create another location simply because if we try and put a wall onto the same location as you have the main walls, in this case it's the ground floor, so if I come along to my wall tiling and say, okay, I want to draw a wall here, you'll find that, see how it wants to lock into the existing walls. We can't have that, because basically what we want to do is we want to put the wall tilings up against the existing walls, and to do that we're going to use a building location. So down on the building locations, if you scroll down, if you're using the Australian content template, you'll find that I already have in there 3 lots of wall tilings. GF is for ground floor, FF is for first floor, and SF is for second floor. So you'll find also that the floor level I've set up is 10 mils higher than the ground floor level. That's simply to allow for the floor tiles to fit in there so that your sections are correct. We're not worried about a head height, and we're not worried about a ceiling height. The wall height, however, will be governed by how high you want your wall tiles. So let's say, for instance, in this case we want to do 1800 high wall tiles, and we key that in there. Notice that the arrow is ticked on the ground floor wall tiles now. So down here in the bottom left hand corner where it says ground floor, if I leave this tick on location 400 and hit OK, you'll notice that down in the left hand corner it's going to change to ground floor wall tiles. You will also notice that the ground floor walls grayed out some. So under your settings, program settings, you will find under workspace this down here called location dimming. Yours may be set to about 90. Now if I change it back to 90, you'll see in the background once I apply it you can hardly see the walls. I tend to set mine to 40, but I might just go a little bit less for this lesson just so that we can see the ground floor walls. So now that I can see the ground floor walls, I can happily go in and select I want to do the wall tiling. So if I say, okay, I want wall tiles and I want 1800 all the way around, then all I have to do is grab my wall and start inserting it. Now pay attention that basically what I'm going to do is I'm not going to worry too much about going right into the corner, okay, because basically what I can do is when I'm finished I can just roll in, touch one of the walls, right click and go move, and I can move it from that point down to that point there, and notice how it's now tucked in against the wall. So if I grab this wall here, which is the wall tile, right click and go move, I can grab it from that corner and drop it onto that corner, and now you can see that I've actually got it wherever I want it to be. Over here I can grab that end and I can come to the corner of the hand basin or the vanity. Over on this side here I can grab this one and go right click and move, and I can take that across to the corner where I want it to be. Over in this corner I just basically want to move it into there, and in actual fact I want another piece here. So if I grab that, move it, it'll all lock in just the same as walls, and just move it to whatever point you want it to be. Now if I go and put a camera in there, I'll just stand at the vanity and look over here at this wall. You'll see if I just put on my rendered outline view, you can see that I've got wall tiles coming up the wall to 1800 high. Now for instance, if you want to, if I come back down into 2D, let's say for instance you wanted this portion of the wall just to be skirting. Well, you can grab that piece of wall tiling there, right click and go break, and break it on the corner of the shower. Now if I touch that one there, hold my shift button down and grab the other piece I'll grab that one and hold the shift button down and grab that one, I can replace that with the skirting tile, and that's set to 200 or whatever height I want. So if I come back to my camera and basically just have a look around, as you can see, now I've got wall tiling at 1800 in the shower, and I've got it at down to a skirting coming across to my door. Now I can also, if I just get rid of that shower cubicle for a moment, just with my view filter, and turn off plumbing fixtures, so I've just got the wall tiling, I can grab that wall tiling and go to the properties of that and change it to whatever height I want. Initially when we put it in, it was adapting the height that I set in my locations, but that doesn't stop you from coming into it and saying, okay, I want it to be 2100 high, and you'll notice that will go up. Okay, so basically if I come back down to my 2D view, I've got my wall tiling. Now the same thing in my WC. All I have to do is come to the appropriate wall tiling in the catalogue. Now if I come across to my WC, my toilet, if I just go and put on my plumbing fixtures again, turn those on, you can see that. Now what I need to do is to go and grab my skirting tile, and again just turn my ortho on and then just run around. Why I'm not doing it into the corner simply is because I can pick a corner, but it's going to put the tile halfway over the wall. Okay, so you're not going to pick it exactly, so you're better off just freehanding it in, right clicking and moving it, and then basically just go from there into that corner, grab this side, we don't want those dynamic dimensions, moving it from that corner down to there, and grabbing that one and moving it from that corner up to there. It's a little bit too far there, so I'll just undo that and we'll try that again. I want to move it from that corner to that corner. Now as far as coming up to here, all I have to do is just drag that up there, same on this side, put another piece across the front if that's what I want, and basically I've got my skirting tiles in there. Now as far as doing quantities on this, if I come to my quantities and I only want the quantities for my wall tiles, you'll notice that basically with your quantity reports it will have everything in there. So it's got everything in there for all the walls and everything else. If you use this filter up here, filter the report, I can then turn everything off and just turn on the wall tiles for my ground floor. And there you have it. Now I've got basically how many square meters of wall tile supply I've got. I've got 6 linear meters of skirting tiles, and I've got 10.9 square meters of fixing of the tiles. So basically the quantity of supply is totaled up, including I believe I've got 10% waste, but the length of the skirting for your tiler and the net amount of square meters is also calculated. So I hope that helps you with how you can put wall tiles in. Thank you.